Breaking headline, ABC News confirming that the FDA is now expected to authorize a booster shot, a third shot for immunocompromised people in this country within 48 hours. The CDC will meet on this. The CDC director then expected to act. It comes as the U.S. is now averaging more than 110,000 new COVID cases a day, the most since February, of course, fueled by this Delta variant. Hospitals across the South tonight reporting they're at a breaking point. More than 75,000 COVID patients hospitalized nationwide, roughly 9,300 new hospitalizations a day. Tonight, a major hospital in Houston putting up these outdoor tents to treat an overflow of patients. Dozens of hospitals in the state reporting few, if any, ICU beds remaining. And the governor of Texas, who has railed against mask mandates, now pleading for outside help, doctors, nurses, and what the governor has just announced there. Tonight, Mississippi requesting help from the U.S. Navy hospital ship Comfort, the ship that came to New York. They say they now need help, with health officials warning the state's hospital system there could collapse within a week. Tonight, California becoming the first state in the country to require all teachers and staff to be fully vaccinated or get weekly COVID tests. In Tennessee, protesters chasing down healthcare workers who talked about masks in schools, saying they could protect children. The protesters shouting, "We will find you." Tonight, vaccinations are inching up with this newest surge taking hold in this country. Nearly 69% of people 12 and older now receiving at least one dose. There is also new guidance tonight involving pregnant women and this virus. We will carefully get to it all for you. And ABC's Victor Kendo leading us off tonight from Florida.
Tonight, government officials confirming to ABC News that tomorrow the FDA is expected to authorize a third booster shot for immunocompromised people, including kidney transplant and cancer patients on chemotherapy. A CDC advisory panel will then meet on Friday, with possible action expected from the CDC director soon after. It comes amid a growing emergency across much of the South. Tonight, inside this ICU in Gainesville, Florida, they're overwhelmed. Teams trying to make room for a crush of new COVID cases while trying to keep the patients they already have alive.
What does that mean?
That's a code.
So what's happening now?
That's a patient who is unstable right now. It's either no blood pressure or oxygenation is bad or heart rate just went to 0.
How often does that happen per day?
Almost every day.
Multiple times a day?
Multiple times a day.
UF Health Shands Hospital is seeing younger patients getting sicker faster, nearly all unvaccinated.
This is the second major surge. This surge is actually much bigger than anything that we have seen before.
38-year-old Ian Woods has been in the hospital with COVID for more than a week and says he was waiting to get vaccinated.
Any message you might have to people who, like you, were on the fence about getting the vaccine?
I would say don't be afraid to get it. Just go ahead and get it. It's worth it. I mean, I wish I had gotten it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have wound up in the hospital like this.
In Louisiana, critical care nurse, now COVID patient Mary Lebrano, is having trouble breathing.
You don't want to end up this way. This is the scariest I've ever been in my whole life. You take breathing for granted.
She was planning to get vaccinated, but delayed it until she recovered from surgery and radiation for breast cancer.
Everyone needs to be vaccinated. We will never beat this any other way.
Across the South, medical teams are facing a flood of COVID patients. Doctors pitching in to help nurses.
I was giving bed baths on Sunday, emptying trash cans, changing sheets, rolling patients to MRI.
In Mississippi, hospitals warning the system could fail within a week. The state asking the Biden administration for the USNS Comfort ship, the 1,000-bed floating hospital that was docked off Manhattan at the height of the pandemic. In Texas, hospitals say they're running out of nursing staff in ERs, ICUs, and operating rooms.
This pace is simply not sustainable. We will not have enough hospital space. We will not have enough nursing staff.
1,500 COVID patients now streaming into hospitals, but the state tonight has just 368 ICU beds available. COVID patients like Tim Cotto have been waiting for days for an open ICU bed.
The nurse comes running out that he had gotten a bed in New Mexico. So we were so excited and we celebrated, but unfortunately since then, my husband has taken a turn for the worse and he desperately needs an ICU bed in the Houston area.
Tonight, he's finally in an ICU bed in critical condition. The governor of Texas, who has fought against mask mandates, is now asking for medical help from outside the state. He's asking hospitals to put unnecessary surgeries on hold. Tonight, as the governor now begs for help, Cities like Dallas and San Antonio are fighting back against his opposition to mask mandates. 2 judges ruling local officials can now require masks. San Antonio's mayor says lives will now be saved.
It is effective immediately. It's already going to have impact, and we believe it'll save lives.
In Florida, 2 school districts mandating masks too, in open defiance of Governor Ron DeSantis. In Williamstown County, Tennessee, protesters heckling healthcare professionals who spoke about the benefits of masks at a school board meeting. Some could be heard shouting, "We will find you." Tonight, the CDC is urging pregnant women to get vaccinated, pointing to growing evidence that the vaccine poses no increased risk for miscarriage and no safety concerns for pregnant women or their babies. But just 23% received 1 dose of a vaccine during pregnancy. In Utah, Grayson Bakes was pregnant but didn't get the vaccine. She got infected with the Delta variant and is now fighting for her life on a ventilator after her baby was safely delivered by an emergency C-section.
Her baby shower was actually scheduled for Saturday, but instead of having a baby shower, she got a ventilator.
We have to keep telling these stories from across the country. And Victor, let's get back to that breaking headline late today. The FDA now expected to approve a booster shot for the immunocompromised who've already been vaccinated. Give us an idea, a bottom line here, of the timing over the next few days. How soon could we actually see this, a potential 3rd shot for some vaccinated Americans?
David, first, we expect the FDA to give the green light tomorrow. And then on Friday, a panel of government advisors is set to meet to discuss the benefits of a booster shot for the immunocompromised. If that panel signs off, we would expect the director of the CDC to recommend that 3rd shot, and shots would go into arms right away. Also tonight, Dr. Anthony Fauci telling ABC News he believes that eventually boosters will be recommended for everyone. David?
All right, a lot of moving parts tonight. Victor, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.